I'm Debbie Bryan. I'm the Breast Imaging Services Manager, but I'm also the Allied Health Professional Lead for radiographers. Over to Steve.
When the world stayed apart, we worked together. #Team Radiology. This morning, I'm going to be talking to you about our trust, about York itself, the equipment we have, the opportunities we give the radiographers for progression, the social activities we all take part in, and a bit about the recruitment process and a few tips for interview. There we are in the centre of the world, well, the centre of the country roughly. We're about 2 hours train ride from London and Edinburgh, and we're under an hour's drive from the sea. We're an historical walled city with a home of chocolate. We've the largest cathedral in Northern Europe. We have a good day out at the York races. There's a range of interesting museums. We have a dynamic nightlife with more than 365 pubs within the city walls. Let's just hope there's still 365 when we get out of this. The Minster, the walls, the shambles, the Railway Museum, Jorvik Centre, the chocolate factory, views, some excellent places to go out, and the races. So York Teaching Hospital NHS Foundation Trust provides a comprehensive range of specialist, acute and community healthcare services for approximately 800,000 people living in York, North and East Yorkshire and Rydale, an area covering nearly 3,500 square miles. We manage community-based services in Selby and York and deliver a wide range of acute and elective services in our hospitals in Scarborough, York and Bridlington, as well as outpatient services across all of our localities. Our annual turnover is about £500 million, and we manage 8 hospital sites and have a workforce of almost 9,000 staff working across our hospitals and in the community. We are a caring trust that not only puts our patients at the centre of everything we do, but we also support all of our staff. Staff are supported by an employee assistance programme provided by Spectrum Life. This provides access to 24-hour help and advice over a wide range of topics, including direct access to counselling services. Trigger happy, sorry. Staff are recognised for going above and beyond with a monthly Star Award. That's trust-wide. And as well as a number of individuals within the department being awarded stars over the years, the whole team was recognised last year for their commitment and teamwork in order to keep the services running during some extremely difficult times. During the last 18 months, the Trust has undergone reorganisation of its structure from top down. Directorates have been grouped into care groups. This was done in order to improve communication between specialities and throughout the Trust. This cascade of change has resulted in a number of benefits for radiology with regards to structure and opportunities. We now have an allied health professions lead who represents us at Trust level. This has enabled better access and inclusion in educational budgets. We're not the biggest department in the world, but we are big enough to gain valuable experience in a number of areas. These include trauma and orthopedics, urology and paediatrics. We also do a lot of dental examinations, including intraoral, and have just had a new digital OPT machine installed. We are expecting cone beam CT in the foreseeable future. An advantage of not being one of the biggest departments is that you get to know most of the radiographers here, leading to some great friendships and great times. As a department, we get together regularly for social events such as football, netball, 10-pin bowling, and we do an annual citywide treasure hunt. We've a mixed range of equipment that's going through a program of change. We've got 6 digital mobiles, 4 of them Samsung, 2 Fuji Nanos. We've a number of C-arms covering theatres, and as you see, various manufacturers supplying our equipment. So we've got the Siemens room, our newest Samsung room, a Philips digital room, and our mobiles, and our new OPT machine. More equipment up in theatre, and we've got 2 satellite departments, one at Clifton Park, which is walking distance from the hospital, about a half hour yomp, and Selby. The main general team splits, and those often living closer to Selby end up going on the rota for Selby, and those living closer to Clifton Park often go on to Clifton Park. Radiographers have had training opportunities in the following area this year: CT, nuclear medicine, fluoroscopy, chest reporting, radiation protection supervisor training, ultrasound and vascular imaging. And we also have a band 5 to band 6 preceptorship as per Agenda for Change. After 2 years post-qualifying experience and successful completion of expected competencies, radiographers are promoted to band 6. You don't need to be in a specialist area or modality to get to your band 6. General radiographers follow that preceptorship and can gain their, or do gain their band 6. But we do recruit internally for permanent moves to all modalities. We currently send staff on postgraduate courses, including plain film reporting, the postgraduate CT, nuclear medicine, advanced practice in fluorography, and nuclear medicine, CT, and MRI reporting. Now, forgive me, I wasn't clever enough to upload the sound within, or embed the sound within the presentation. So I'm just going to pop out and play from just outside.
Hi, I'm Phoebe and I'm the lead paediatric radiographer at York Hospital. A lot of my work involves coordinating and also carrying out skeletal surveys for children who may have been victims of suspected physical abuse. In the paediatric group, we also meet to discuss areas of practice that we can work on. We also discuss areas of paediatric radiography where we could do audit or research. For example, I have recently completed an audit into paediatric chest radiographs taken through A&E. One of the great things about working at York is that you have the opportunity to take on additional roles and expand on areas of practice that may interest you.
Hi, my name is Robert and I am currently working as a reporting radiographer here at York Hospital. I graduated back in 2018 and started here at York as a newly qualified radiographer. I was made to feel welcome and straight away felt part of the team. After just 1 year, I was lucky enough to be offered the opportunity to train as a reporting radiographer. A job I never expected to be offered, particularly so early on in my career. This involved me returning to university part-time to develop my knowledge and skills, but also to obtain a postgraduate certificate. I'm so grateful for the support I've received and the opportunities I have been given during my time working here at York Hospital.
So there was Phoebe Thomas and Rob Clarkson, two members of our team. Sporting activities, social activities. We've got a netball team playing in the 3rd division of the local league. We have a football team, and then we have fun mixed sessions of all levels, playing netball and football. We have a running club, squash and badminton club. Zorb football can be very fun, and we go bowling as well. I could have played in the Premier League, as you can see. And as you'll see from all of these photos, we're a very sociable department. We have meals out, cake weeks, where we all bring in cakes, and we bring in a bit of money, buy some, eat them, and we then either they're for charity weeks, or we send or save up for our buffets at special occasions like Christmas. We've had nights out for the escape rooms, and we have a book club. A few pictures of our nights out. Our recruitment is done online via Track and NHS Jobs. It is looked after by a dedicated recruitment team for the Trust. It is important to be aware of closing dates. Sometimes a limit is also put on the number of applicants, and the advert can close early, so be aware. Therefore, apply sooner rather than later. When you apply, the shortlisting is done anonymously, so don't presume we know who you all are, but make it clear what experience you have had and where you have gained it. It is very important to demonstrate your application matches the advert you've applied for. There is nothing worse than an application telling us how much they want to work for a particular trust that is not ours. But do not leave it anonymous. Tell us it's York you want to work for. You will be contacted if you are successful and invited to book an interview. Give yourself plenty of time to get where you are going. Think about what you're going to wear and how you want to present yourself. Be polite. Be confident. This is your opportunity to sell yourself. And never presume the interviewer will know that you know something, no matter how simple. And that can be even more difficult if you know the interviewers. But tell people everything you know about a particular subject. And when reviewing radiographs in an interview situation, demonstrate that you're safe, that you know how to critique an image. Remember the name and date of birth, position, exposure, density, contrast, resolution, and make sure you relate them all correctly to the image in front of you, and that you're not just reciting a list. Demonstrate your knowledge of anatomy. Say how the image could be improved if it could. Identify pathology. And also, for the interview as a whole, have some questions that you can ask. And that's us. That's me from York. I'll hand you over to Debbie. Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so I'm just going to take you a little journey through breast imaging. Bear with me 1